difficult that doing so or even planning to do so can drum up all types of uncomfortable feelings that aren't very pleasant at all. Unfortunately, many people interpret these uncomfortable feelings as signs that they shouldn't proceed. So, they stop, and so does the progress they were making. If you are in the midst of making important changes in your life, here are 15 uncomfortable feelings that are actually telling you that you are on the right track. 1. Feeling isolated from others. Undergoing change at a deep and personal level is a lonely task. It's something you must go through on your own. As a result, it is normal to feel isolated from others, and as if they couldn't possibly understand what you are going through. 2. Having difficulty focusing on tasks. Life change requires a lot of involvement and engagement on the part of your right brain. That doesn't leave much energy left for your left brain. The left hemisphere is the side of your brain you use to perform practical tasks. The fact that you forget phone numbers and names, misplace things, or feel as if you must do everything twice to get it right is perfectly normal. It is a sign that the changes you are undergoing are deep and meaningful. 3. Feeling restless and anxious. Whether you are making a job change, a spiritual change, a relationship change, or something else, your emotions are in a continually stimulated sense. In addition to this, there is a good chance that your brain, including your imagination, is constantly in high gear. This can result in stress, which can lead to the uncomfortable feelings of restlessness and anxiety. 4. Irritability at those you are close to. If you are making or undergoing positive changes, why do you feel so irritated at the people you love? There's a reason for these uncomfortable feelings. The people that you care about are often the reasons why you don't change. They may unconsciously discourage you from changing out of fear of losing you, or they may simply follow the same behavior patterns that you are trying to break, for example, financial irresponsibility. This can result in subtle resentments that can really come to the surface during this time. 5. Feeling gripping fear at times. Change is frightening. Big change is terrifying. This is so true that you may find yourself in a near state of panic at times. This just means that the change you are undergoing is very real, very meaningful, and very permanent. 6. A new tendency to be confrontational. Chances are, if you are taking action to grow and change, you are really dissatisfied with many aspects of your life. Now, you have decided you deserve better, not just from yourself, but also from others. Because of this, you may find yourself calling people out in situations where you would normally let things go. 7. Becoming more dissatisfied. Just like you may find yourself becoming more confrontational with people, you may also experience and act on dissatisfaction in other ways. This too is a result of wanting better things for yourself and being more and more willing to demand them. 8. Feeling lost. If you feel lost in the midst of making a change or growing, it doesn't mean that you are on the wrong path. What it means is that you are dealing with new experiences, new emotions, new expectations, and ultimately a new reality. That's a lot to deal with. It should come as no surprise that you find yourself questioning whether or not you know what to do next, or even know who you are anymore. 9. Feeling a strong desire to be alone more often. This one is especially true for introverts who are making life changes and taking action to grow. You are spending so much emotional energy on the changes you are making that human interaction can be a major drain. You may also have an increasing desire to spend more time in solitude meditating, writing in a journal, doing yoga, or engaging in other solitary activities to help yourself get centered. 10. Beginning to question your friendships. When you make changes, you are essentially questioning your life. This includes your relationships with your friends. You may find yourself questioning whether or not you are still compatible with your friends, and whether or not your relationships with your friends are healthy ones. It may be that your changed self just needs time to adjust before you can renew old friendships, Or it could be that you will see that you have friendships that are no longer sustainable. The latter can be difficult to accept, but it is still a sign that you are on the right track. 11. Feeling intense sadness. No major change or growth happens without loss. Sometimes the loss is more tangible, such as the loss of a job or the ending of a relationship. Other times the loss is less tangible. For example, you may have decided to drop some negative habits and behaviors, and while you know making the changes for the best, you are still sad at the loss. 12. Dreading the future. It is completely normal to dread the future. After all, you have taken what was a known, good or bad, and turned it into an unknown. You have no idea where your new path will eventually lead. That can make the future feel like a scary place. If you feel dread, that is perfectly normal. 13. Desiring for things to be like they used to be. Familiarity is one of the safest feelings that they are. Even negative familiarity can temporarily feel better than change. There will be points in your journey where all you want is for things to be the way they were. In addition to this, when life becomes complex and difficult, it is perfectly normal to regress a bit and seek past comforts, people, and simplicity. 14. Having strange and intense dreams. Strange and intense dreams, even negative ones, are the cumulative result of new experiences, new emotions, and internal and external conflicts. They are your subconscious mind's way of working out a lot of heavy stuff while you sleep. 15. Desiring to cut off romantic relationships. Emotionally, while you are making a change, you may begin to doubt your ability to give the time and emotional effort needed to keep romantic relationships going. You may feel as if your partner deserves more, or you may also feel as if it is you that deserves more. The important thing is to not make these kinds of decisions prematurely. As you can see, some seemingly uncomfortable feelings can actually be a sign that you are on the right track towards your life purpose. Next time when you feel lost or sad or have a strong desire to be alone, maybe it's time to listen to your inner self to better understand what you really want.